Well, I think it was the first club designed specifically for expatriates.
Yeah.
Whether it's the first in the whole of the UAE, I wouldn't know. I would suspect it probably is. The membership of the club is around about 4,500 and about over 3,000 adults, so there are quite a lot of children, juniors, who are members here. So it's a very family atmosphere that we have at the club. The membership is, I think, over 50% British, but we have, I think the general manager in the last interview I saw him give, he said that we have 84 nationalities here. 84 nationalities is a hell of a lot when you consider that the membership of the United Nations is approximately 200. So we are a mini United Nations. And I know from my experience in the squash section, I've had playing in my teams people from Germany, Canada, France, Malaysia, China, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. So we're and I think Sheikh Zayed was a wise enough man to realise that, you know, the development of the country depended in many respects on the existence of an expatriate community, to develop the oil industry and to build up the infrastructure. I mean, obviously it's a partnership between Emiratis and foreigners, as it is in any country, really. You know, we have guests come here. If any famous sports person or personality is in the UAE, they very often come here and will make a speech, do an after-dinner speech or something like this. I've seen some quite famous sports people here. A very famous cricketer called Geoffrey Boycott, who is world famous. And the staff here, of course, a lot of them are crazy about cricket. And they all wanted to have their photograph taken with him. I've met the previous captain of England, Michael Vaughan, cricket captain. He gave a talk, I shook hands with him and got his autograph. So I have Geoffrey Boycott's autograph also, and I had a chat with him. So there's a lot of things happening here. I mean, if there's nothing that interests you, you feel a sort of strange person. Well, we have regular events at the main restaurant. As I was telling you, we have a seafood night, we have Italian night. On Monday we have the accumulator night, which I was explaining to you what happens and the club fills up. We have the plays, the drama that happens at the Abu Dhabi Dramatic Society. And we have all those classes I was just telling you about, the dancing classes, jewellery classes, fitness classes. So there's a lot happens at the club. When I came here in 1992, the company I was working for sent me a load of information about Abu Dhabi, and they said, particularly if you're living here as a single person, you probably want to join the club because you don't want to go home every night and sit on your own and just sit and watch television. But when I say single person, to me it applies even more if you, in those days, if you had children. Because if you have children, the club is a great place to be.
What would you like to tell them?
I think it depends a lot on what you're looking for. There are a number of Emiratis who are members here, but it also depends a lot on where you live. I mean, more and more people in Abu Dhabi are living off the island, in which case, and if you're living on a compound, I go every Friday to play on a compound, Sas Al Nakheel, because I've got a friend who lives out there, and on a Friday it's very easy for me to drive there, just as easy for me to drive there as it is for him to drive to the club. But generally speaking, if you live out in Sassown-on-the-Keel and you've got shops and facilities there, if you've got tennis courts, squash courts, swimming pools, the tendency would be to say, well, I don't need to join the club. Well, the tower I thought was a mistake at the time, but I've slightly changed my mind. When you see it in the evening, it's quite dramatic. And when you're here on November the 5th, which is Guy Fawkes night, bonfire night, and we have a bonfire and we set off the fireworks, and you see the fireworks shooting up into the sky behind that tower, which itself is lit up in bright red. It's, I have a video. Well, I think you've seen most of them. We have swimming pools, we have an adult beach, we have an extensive beach, family beach. We have, what you can see here, we have squash courts, we have a room where you can play badminton or volleyball or basketball. We have 4 tennis courts. Across in the fitness centre, if you might have seen all the notices for the different fitness classes we have. We have cookery classes, dancing classes, jewellery making classes. I showed you the theatre where the Abu Dhabi Amateur Dramatic Society perform regularly throughout the year. There are quite a lot of local members. I have a video which was made professionally to mark the 50th anniversary of the club. And a lot of the people interviewed are in fact locals. But they all speak English. I mean, my wife, when she was here, used to spend a lot of time on the beach because she likes swimming. And she said the thing that has changed over the last 20 odd years is the language you used to hear on the beach most often was English. You still do hear a lot of English. And the lingua franca of the club, everybody speaks English. The staff speak English. Everybody communicates in English. Occasionally you're in a restaurant and you hear a German group talking German or a French group talking French, but by and large, English is the language.